Eyes are foggy.
All right, we're back for episode 71 of the
Woo!
Idiot Circle. I'm Mike.
I'm Fred.
Czar.
I'm Tim.
Okay,
Well, let me
boys.
hey, first of all, we got to apologize to the Idiot Nation and all of our viewers for being on hiatus for 3 weeks.
What do you mean? Would they appreciated that?
They probably said, good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
A break.
Well, hey, that's what happens when there's a wedding lag at the end, and then there's sickness, and then there's work schedules, and then life gets in the way. So we all know. I mean, we all, some of us got sick after the wedding. Most of you know that Timmy's mom passed away, and and all that stuff. So life gets in the way, work gets in the way. That's just the way it is. But hey, we're back and we're fired up and ready to go, folks.
And it's safe to say that no Idiot Circle member or Wolf Pack member showed up in the parking lot after the wedding with no pants on.
Yes,
That's true.
Right. So
was-
that's a big plus for us.
that was huge.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, the only reason I didn't was probably because Tammy drove me home. Or I could have been in the same boat as that dude was. So
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that was fun though. It was a good time.
well, we had to do another show because all three of our listeners or watchers threatened to boycott
They did.
the channel. So we couldn't lose the 3 viewers that we actually had.
Yeah, which is
So-
Ruth, Brock, and Scott Walendowski. Are those 6? I mean,
pretty much.
That summarizes all of
Pretty
them.
much. So we're back.
Thanks to
Yeah.
those 3.
Yeah, well, I had a couple people saying, "Are you guys done doing the show? I haven't seen one on there in a while. Are you going to do one?" So I said, "We're doing one tonight. Life gets in the way, folks. Sorry."
Jeez, take it easy, guys.
It's they would think like we get paid big bucks to do this, right? I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
Well, you do, Rob, since we
I
renegotiated your
negotiated
contract.
that in my contract. Yeah.
Well, but hey, I'm sure that all of us, when we texted each other and decided to do the show tonight, I think everybody was pretty excited about getting back at it.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Good.
Well,
You
that's what Rob said. So I figured you guys might, but Mike, I know you're laid back, and Tim, you don't know your ass from the hole in the ground. So I mean, you don't know if you're coming or going.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy
Okay.
fella.
Sorry.
So
Hey, you know what?
Tim, you said you had a joke that you were gonna tell
A joke?
on
Hopefully I
the
get it right.
show.
Oh my God, it's going to be a dad joke. It has to be.
What did the
Come on.
It's a Tim joke, so it's
what did
gonna
the
be.
egg say to the boiling water?
Eggs say to the boiling
Here we go.
I have
I
no
have
idea.
Yeah, it's going to be dumb.
He said, "I don't know if I can get hard. I just got laid this morning."
Oh, you
It was a dad joke.
Well,
it wound up being a dad joke.
well,
pretty
wait
good,
a minute,
though.
wait a minute,
Ding,
wait a minute.
ding,
I have
ding.
Okay, I have to apologize to Tim. That actually was not too bad. So
That's pretty funny.
kudos to
Tim.
you. I mean,
Wait,
it could have been a.
Say it again. What?
That was pretty funny.
I said it, and Ass Victor says what?
And see, I told you, Mike, he sometimes provides good content to the show.
He does. Yeah. I know we argued
Brings
about
value.
it. I know we argued about it. I said he didn't, but you said he does.
Yeah, boy, that head looks like it
bastard.
just got laid this morning too.
Tim, you know I would never say something like that about you. He's making shit up.
Yeah, whatever. Great beard.
Yeah,
It's white. I don't even know if it's gray anymore. It's fucking white beard. You know.
I like the Lions hat that you're sporting. It's usually a Michigan hat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
yes.
I mean, it's one of the two. I'm wearing a Michigan hat or a Lions hat. That's pretty much it.
4-1, boys. 4-1 going into Tampa this week with it. I think they're 3-point favorites right now.
They look good. They look good.
And
Hopefully
they're
they
wearing,
look good.
and Tampa's wearing the creamsicle uniforms this
They're
week.
wearing creamsicle.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The curse of John McKay is going to come back and haunt
Yeah,
them.
right. The curse. you could say whatever you want he was as a pro coach, but he had some great one-liners.
Oh, he had
That's what was
one,
fair.
yeah. Yep, he had some great lines. There's no question about
What's
that.
the one, Fred, the reporter said, what about execution, your offensive execution out there? He says, yeah, I'm all for that.
I'm
I
in
am,
favor of it.
I'm in favor. Yeah. Yeah, it
That's
was
great.
funny.
And didn't your boy Brian Kelly resurrect that at one of the press conferences?
Oh, did he?
I think
Does he
so.
just steal everything?
He does. He
Well, yeah.
accents, one-liners, you name
How
it.
you all doing?
Yeah.
So I don't even know. This is how out of touch with the rest of the league that I am. I focus on the Lions. I don't really care about anybody else.
Sure.
Who is the quarterback for Tampa Bay? I don't even know.
Baker
Oh,
Mayfield.
come on. Wait. Come on.
Baker
Is he?
Mayfield.
Okay. I swear to God, I didn't know that. until you just
Oh,
told me
Hey,
that.
Mike, come on.
Freddie, you called
Swear
me
to
and said
God.
something, but like he had the Trojans boner move of the month. He was at the Tampa Bay game or something with
Yeah,
what?
he was at the Tampa Bay playoff baseball game wearing a Texas Rangers hat
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
from Texas. Real smart, dumbass.
Yeah. How
At
about
least
support
wear
the
an
home team?
Oklahoma hat or something,
He's a boner.
I
He
mean, that
is a
was a
boner.
bonehead.
Well, I'm not talking about a Texas Longhorns. He was wearing a
Rangers.
Texas Rangers.
Yeah,
So
at the Ranger
Yeah.
Rays game. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Boy,
Now, even I wouldn't do something like that.
yeah,
yeah, that's like going to a Notre Dame game with or a Michigan game with a Ohio State gear on.
yeah, that's just no.
When
And
they're
you, and,
Illinois.
and you and you played at Michigan.
Yeah.
So
You
Rob,
played it.
remember when we went to the Big Ten championship and that those Ohio State, there was some Ohio State fans down there dressed in their Ohio State gear. They obviously had bought the tickets probably at the beginning of the year, and they still went to the game with their Ohio State gear. What a
Yeah.
bunch of douchebags.
If we would have known then what we know now, we would have said, "Oh, you're not going to be here for a while." So
Right?
I'm glad you showed up to this one.
And Mike, they are a bunch of douche.
Canoes.
That's right. So we got some pretty good topics today. So why don't you start it off, Mikey?
Okay, so this was, I don't know who came up with this topic, but Rob was the one that sent the text. So
Freddie came up with them, though.
Brad came up with these?
Yeah,
Okay.
Freddie.
Yeah.
So the first one was about Halloween. Do you celebrate Halloween, or do you and your family celebrate Halloween?
Or do you enjoy the holiday of Halloween?
Yeah,
The
I mean,
season amount.
what's not to like about Halloween? What I'm disappointed is that it seems like Devil's Night has died. The concept of
Well,
Devil's
thank God.
Night is dead. But when we were kids, it was
Love
very
Devil's
much
Night.
alive.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
much alive, right? It's
Mhm.
dead now. Do they even have fires in Detroit? And what's this world coming to? They don't even have fires in Detroit on Devil's Night. What the
What?
fuck?
They don't
No,
call it
they-
Devil. They don't call it Devil's Night in Detroit. Anymore. They call it Angels Night.
Angels
They
night,
call it
and they put,
Angels Night?
yep, and they put a guardian angels out, and then they also have a curfew.
Oh, that's lame. I mean, they got rid of a bunch of crack houses when when they burned the shit
No.
down.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Not
Maybe
all
they
of them.
should have just used Devil Night to burn down crack houses. They should have
Yeah.
just done that.
Yeah, I
So
imagine.
what kind of stuff did you guys do on Devil's Night? I'm gonna do a little bit of segue from the. I mean, it's part of Halloween, right? Devil's Night is part of
Sure.
I
Halloween.
think so.
It's
What did
like
you guys
Christmas Eve
do? Yeah,
to Christmas.
what'd you guys do when you were teenagers for Devil's Night? What's some of the
TP
stuff?
people's houses, egg
TP,
people's houses.
Egg people's houses.
Yeah.
Now, egging people's cars. That's some bad shit because that can ruin your paint job and stuff. But
Well, so it can do the same thing to houses too.
that's true.
Well, here's
Yeah.
a good story. When we lived on Point Drive when I was a kid, maybe sixth grade, the Schultzes lived across the street, and
Kurt,
for whatever reason,
Kurt Schultz.
Okay.
yeah, Kurt Schultz, and
Yeah.
me and Sammy Carey didn't really like Kurt Schultz, and they went on like a trip, like a camping trip for a week to like, I don't know, West Coast somewhere, and it was
Algonac
fall.
State Park.
Yeah, like Glacier State Park. So Mr. Sanders was collecting and burning all these leaves, and we took all the leaves when he went inside. He had them on tarps. We took them over to the Schultz's house, and we poured the leaves on top of their like 1979 white Lincoln. Remember, they're gone for like a week and a half, and it rained that fall.
Stained it.
Stained it.
Stained it.
Stained, yes.
Okay, so did they know this? Because you just gave it up.
Well,
Maybe Kurt watches this. So
is
I'd
Kurt
watch.
still alive? Is Kurt still alive?
I'd watch your back if I was you.
Oh
I'm
no,
not
they
sure.
knew it was us.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there was no doubt that they knew it was us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
the hellion that lived across the street from them and Sammy. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they knew who did it for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I really didn't participate in Devil's Night because I was too busy protecting our house because of my mom and my dad being teachers. So, and I think Rob, it was either Rob or Tim, or it might have been one year where we sat on the roof of my parents' house with a BB gun.
BB gun.
And if anybody came near the house, we would pelt them.
Yeah.
And fortunately, we didn't have to go that far, but
no,
yeah,
I was fucking with the guy across the street because we were so bored.
Oh yeah, hunters.
No, the guy
remote
at the Edison right across the street.
Oh, Greg Sears.
Yeah, Sears.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, my parents knew what Devil's Night was all about, and if I was out doing anything, my mom says, "Rest assured, you're going to get caught, and then we're going to have to." And then if I got caught, I did something, my dad back then.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'd be.
No, Mike, you had an older brother. He had to have pulled you in some very deceivious activity.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt. So one perfect example, a nice segue, Robbie, even though you didn't know this stuff was happening, but yeah, my brother's 4 years older. So him and Bob Minke used to live like 2 doors down from us.
Mhm.
And those guys were, talk about hellions, man. These guys were fucking hellions, right?
Yeah.
So what they would do, I would go out with them and I'd be like way behind. They'd take off on me. I'm trying to catch up to them and all kinds of shit. They were putting leaves in the road. They would try to sweep leaves. They would actually get down and put leaves in the middle of the road and start the fucking leaf pile on fire. So you have a friggin' blazing fire in the middle of the road and all kinds of shit. They would get me to do like go and knock on the door with the dog shit and the paper bag and all that. They'd have me do that shit. Hey, go up there and run.
He called the shit poop. He called the shit poop.
So I'm the one ringing the doorbell and doing that shit. So yeah, they terrorized me. I had to do that in order to hang out with them, right? So they made me do all that shit like that.
You're lucky they didn't make you shit in the bag.
That's a good point. Yeah, they didn't make me do that. But yeah, we used to do the soaping of the windows and the TPing, and we used to do all kinds of shit all throughout the year. We didn't wait for Devil's Night, but in the winter we'd throw snowballs at cars, and in the summer we'd be throwing mud balls at cars. It was a year-round thing at the Ward household. So.
Oh, I used to throw snowballs at cars. Actually, they were ice balls because I made up some snowballs and put them in our freezer. And of course, I was with John Duchesne and Joe Kleeman and them, and I rifled one at a car coming by, and it was a state cop. And we ran with boots on in the snow up to about mid calf. I probably ran a 40 in about 4.2, and we went flying back to
Were you good, like running towards Bell River?
Oh yeah, we went way.
Nothing back there.
We went all the way back to that. That's before they developed the whole thing. The Aspen Way was the cement was there, but there was no houses built yet. So you get to the cement, and then you lose your tracks, and then you come back through the woods, and then we kind of army crawled, back to Deshane's house. But we never, they never came back down the road. There was one time Leslie and I were sitting on, out on the porch, and we were just getting ready to, make a couple snowmen, and she's 4 years younger, so I was trying to help her out, and the cops pulled into our driveway, and they go, hey, did you see anybody run through here? I'm like, no, why? What's going on? He goes, we got people throwing snowballs, and they hit the car, hit my car, and da da da. He goes, you sure it wasn't you? And I'm like, hey, I just literally walked out here with my sister. I don't think my sister and I would be out by the road throwing snowballs at cars. I said that was the one time I was innocent when it came to that.
Yeah. You didn't catch me last
Liar.
time, so you're not gonna catch me this time.
What'd you say?
Liar. I swear, officer, I didn't do it.
So I guess let's go back to the question. You celebrate Halloween. I guess
Yes.
everybody kind of celebrate. What I liked about Halloween before I had Gage as an adult? Parties with hot chicks dressing sexy. I mean, that was Halloween, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I've always liked Halloween because I love the horror movies for one. I like all that stuff. My favorite horror movies are Halloween, the original Halloween, and the original Friday the 13th, and things like that. I love all that stuff, and of course, you get the classics like Dracula and the Mummy and Frankenstein and all that stuff. I love that shit growing up, so that was cool. But I like to dressing up and in costumes and stuff like that too. There was one year I dressed up as Ace Frehley from Kiss and and scary stuff. It's kind of fun stuff like that back in the day. But
Urban Drive always had the best candy. Urban
Yeah,
Drive
yeah,
always
yeah.
had we always went that way because we got the larger candy bars.
You
So
lived
what
in
was
an
your-
area that was tough on Marine City Highway, right? You couldn't really just trick or
Yeah,
treat.
we
You had to
we
go
didn't.
somewhere.
No, we didn't do much. We'd go across the street to Margie's house and then hit Stike's house just down the street.
Mhm.
And then we'd go into town, and then we'd always get dropped off right by Washington School, because the parking lot right there, and just hit
Yeah.
all the street. And then we'd make our way down Urban Drive because, man, that's where the rumor has it that's
Yeah.
where the big candy bars were. That
Yeah.
was it.
We would do Urban Drive, and then we would go over to Shady Lane, Clover Lawn, and North Lawn, over by where Singers and Lisa Wayburn and Heidi
Terre Humes.
Meyer lived, and Terre Humes. They all had good stuff there too. And then my mom or dad would drive us downtown, and obviously for our grandparents to see us dressed up, and then we would go down to Wally and Mary Blake's, and then my Aunt Helen and Aunt Emma's house, and then we'd call it a night from there.
Hey, Mike, did you like scary movies?
I do. I like some of the older scary movies. I liked like Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween and Friday the
Mhm.
13th. The movies we grew up with when we were teenagers. I think the
Mm.
scariest movie I've ever seen in my lifetime, because of the time period and just the movie, was The Exorcist. That movie freaked me the hell out, man. At that time, it was crazy. But yeah, I do like some of the horror movies are just stupid. People actually get scared at some of these movies. Anymore, I watch them and I think, man, these are really stupid movies. They
You
don't.
had like
Yeah.
your cult favorites some guys would watch all the time, like Texas Chainsaw
Chainsaw
Massacre,
Massacre,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
that was
that's
one
a
of the big
classic.
ones.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
liked Abbott and Costello met the Mummy, met
Yeah.
Dracula, met Werewolf.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
those
Yeah.
comedy ones, those old comedy ones.
Yeah.
Those were always-
They're
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Kenny Rose, who played the piano and the sax at the wedding, he was selling some decorations for Halloween, and he sold me a guy in an electric chair that shakes and moves around, and Linda Blair from The Exorcist, where the head spins and
Nice.
and she talks.
Nice.
Now, do you
Yeah.
guys at any of your households decorate for Halloween, or
I do.
do you?
Oh,
We do.
Pumpkin.
Yes.
Jack-o'-lantern for
Just a
Gage.
pumpkin, yeah.
Yeah, the wife does up the porch, and then on the barn, I got it all lit up. I got some old style stuff from Grammy, where the ghost or something with a light bulb in it that comes on with a timer and some jack-o'-lanterns. So it's pretty cool.
That's cool. And we've done it a couple times over the years, but we're not like we don't do it every year. Obviously,
Yeah.
we do the pumpkins, the pumpkin carving and shit like that. But
We,
Sure.
some people go all out with
Oh,
the Halloween decorations. See
Oh,
that one
oh.
house on in St. Clair?
Yeah.
It has the huge skeletons climbing up it.
Yeah. That's
on-
Jeff
on-
Boehm's old house.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
You know those
is that
big
on the hill?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know those
Yeah.
big 20-foot skeletons that they have at like Home Depot or where the hell
Yeah.
they're at? This house has it's a huge house. It's a Victorian, like 3-story or whatever. It has like these skeletons climbing up the side of the house. They have it positioned so they're climbing up. It's
Yeah.
really fucking cool what they do
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah. It's
So-
really cool.
we used to go to Scott Evans's, and he'd put a heck of a deal on. We'd put a smoke machine on his porch, and he'd put hay bales and then sit at the end of the mask and stuff and chase kids everywhere up and down the street. It was amazing. Them kids were so scared,
Oh, yeah.
man. He'd have all
That was
crazy-
before the restraining order.
yes,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
he would scare the living crap out of kids, man, and chase them everywhere. Oh man, it was awesome. It was just awesome.
Okay, when you were trick-or-treating as a kid,
Mhm.
what was your favorite candy? I'll start with you, Rob. When you came back and you dumped all your candy out, what would you have like fought to the death to preserve from your candy haul?
Reese's cups.
Reese's? Okay.
Yeah.
Classic. What about you, Fred?
Any type of gum and probably 100 grand bars type thing,
Oh yeah, those are good.
or the slow pokes and the milk duds, stuff like that.
Way to
Nice.
we narrow it down to one, friend.
Yeah. What about you, Tim?
Tootsie Rolls, baby.
Tootsie Roll?
Tootsie Rolls. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
No doubt, they're pretty
How
good.
about you?
I was gonna say Reese's because that's my favorite candy, but I'm not gonna pick the same one as Rob. The other one would have been Almond Joy. I love
Oh,
fucking
love
Almond
Almond
Joys.
Joy. Yeah.
I
Yes.
love
Yeah.
Almond Joys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the worst Halloween candy?
Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, people used to give out apples when
Yeah.
we were kids.
What's the
All right.
first thing you forgot? I mean, if you say that, I mean, you got an apple that, or God, what the hell was it?
Candy corn is
Candy
Yeah,
corn
candy
is
corn,
the
I can't-
worst.
yeah.
corn.
I always throw it away.
Jack,
Black
people
li-
loves
love it.
Black
candy
liquor.
corn. Who likes candy corn?
no
Some
black
people love
licorice
it.
too.
Oh,
Jackie
I love black
loves it.
licorice. Really?
I hate black licorice.
She brought over I got a dish sitting over there, a little glass dish full of candy corns and the pumpkins. And she's
Really?
like, "Here, this is for you." And I'm like,
I have a theory. The people that like candy corn also like Peeps, the fucking
Oh
Easter
God.
candy.
Yeah.
I think let's do a poll. Ask Jackie if she likes Peeps. I'm
I'll text her right now.
I'm 99% sure she's gonna say yes because I have
My
this
wife-
theory that people
my
that
wife
like
likes-
candy corn also
And she
like
probably
Peeps.
likes black licorice too. Ugh.
I love black liquor.
I do too.
That is
I love
nasty
it.
ass shit.
I
No,
love black
I
liquor.
had a boss who was from the Netherlands. Okay, he was Canadian, but he was originally from the Netherlands. They have a candy in the Netherlands. It's black licorice, but it's covered in salt. It's salted black licorice, and it sounds disgusting. It's fucking amazing. If you like black licorice, you
Well,
would
we
love
have a
this.
candy here in the United States that's surrounded in like a little hard candy shell. And black
Yes.
licorice. That's called Good and Plenty.
Good and plenty. Yes.
Which I love.
Yeah, who doesn't? Fred doesn't, but
Milk
He
duds.
likes-
What about milk duds, boys.
milk
you gotta
duds
love
are
milk duds.
good.
I love
Yes,
milk duds.
They're
yes.
although they're called filling pullers, you got to be careful.
They're what?
Wow.
Oh, filling
filling
pullers. Yeah.
Oh, I got an answer.
And the answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
I knew it.
The
I
answer
knew
is
it.
yes.
I
How'd you
knew it.
know that?
Because people that like candy corn also like Peeps.
Okay,
I like
so
that.
Mike. So when you post this show,
Mm-hmm.
I know you can make a poll.
Yeah.
Put it at the bottom and say, if you like candy corn, do you like Peeps? Yes, no, or I just like
I just say leave it as yes, no.
yeah, yes and no.
Okay. Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
think
man. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, candy corn is
Mm-mm.
disgusting. It's
No, it's just waxy with a gross taste. It's just
Okay,
like,
so here's a good one for the group. There's always just two kinds of licorice, right? I mean, I'm not talking red and black, but Swizzlers or
Twizzlers.
what? No, Twizzlers or what's the other one?
I don't know. Is there another one?
Yeah, there's two main ones, and I don't like the waxy
No,
Twizzlers.
I'm all.
That's
I love
what Jackie
Twizzlers.
likes. I like the ones that are.
I love Twizzlers.
Yeah.
I like.
Anytime I travel, I always buy a whole bag of that stuff and just chew on it on the way.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, what's the one I like?
Speaking
I know
of,
which one.
while
Red
you look-
Vines.
Red
Red
Vine.
Vines.
yeah,
I like the Red Vines.
I mean, do they even have? I don't even remember Red Vines being available when we grew up. It was Twizzlers always, right? Or am I missing something?
No,
No,
they
there
had
was-
Red
there was
Vines.
two-
If you
there-
went
there-
to the
there was-
movie, you could get
There,
Red
there,
Vines.
there was one that was like almost the shape of a cell phone, and it was two, but they were more spongy,
Hmm.
and they were kind of hollow or not. Yeah, they were hollow where you could, but they were not as they weren't as hard and as Twizzlers, and I can't remember the name of them, but they had
You guys, you guys are forgetting one good one.
What's
Yes.
that?
Forgetting one of the best ones. Tim's Handy Spot. What did we always go there for?
beer. Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
We're very young.
As a kid, beer.
What's that?
What did we always go to Tim's store for? The penny fish. Remember the fish? Swedish
Oh yeah,
fish.
Swedish
Oh,
Yeah,
fish.
Swedish fish.
Yeah,
James
yeah,
loves
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, usually if I went to like the little grocery, I went there for two things. You know, football, baseball, basketball card, whatever they had, or like blow pops.
Oh yeah.
I loved blow pops.
What
Listen,
was
guys,
the-
if
what
you
was the-
haven't had this candy yet, it's made by Airheads. It's this little like stripe. It's got like rainbow stripes on it. It's sweet and
Good.
sour.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so.
What's the name of it?
I think they're
He's
just
gotta look it
Airhead
up.
stripes. They're Airhead
is it Air
stripes.
Stripes?
Yeah.
Airhead stripes. I think that's what it is. But
What
my
was
kid-
what was the gum that came in the packaging like a long rope and
Bub's dad.
Bub's
Bub's-
Daddy.
was it
Bub's
Bub's
Daddy.
Daddy and
Oh,
a
I love
long
it.
rope?
Yep,
We
love
used to get
Bub's Daddy.
They always had them at the Lily Park. Remember? They hang
Yep.
them up.
What
Yep.
about Chico sticks? Remember Chico
I like
sticks?
I like Chico
What?
stick.
How about the Charleston Chews?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't care for those.
Frozen. Frozen. is really
Frozen.
good.
Yeah.
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 They'll talk about pull your fillings out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Twix
Peanut
Yeah.
butter Twix. I like the
Those are-
peanut butter Twix, but not the regular ones.
and Kit Kats.
Oh yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
The
Kit
old
Kats,
Juju
man.
bees.
Yeah.
They would pull your fillings out.
Yeah. Snickers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my favorite candy bar.
Even better frozen. Frozen
Yes,
Snickers
hard.
are
the
better.
ice cream Snicker.
Oh,
Toothpicker.
Snickers ice cream bar is even better than
Dude.
Snickers, man.
It's like
That's
insane.
fucking
What about a
amazing.
payday? Anybody like a payday?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah.
But here's try a chocolate payday, a chocolate covered payday. I don't think you'll like it. I
Oh.
tried it, didn't like it. It
Not
wasn't
the
that
same.
good.
Yeah.
What about what was that called? The Fifth Avenue, or what the hell was that called?
There's a Fifth
Yeah,
Avenue.
Fifth Avenue.
There's a
Yeah.
Clark bar. There was Fifth
Clark bar.
Avenue.
Was it that? Wasn't another butter? It was the butter.
Whatchamacallit?
Butterfingers.
Was it Butterfinger? Yeah, Butterfinger. It was like clumpy yellow with chocolate over it, right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
I know we talked about this before, Mike. Mallow cups.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
love
Mallow.
Mallow
It
cups.
had like the little bumps on the top. I
Yes,
don't know what it
coconut.
was. What is
Coconut.
it? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know
coconut.
what it was. It just
Yeah.
tasted so good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the top was coconut and chocolate, and then
Oh.
inside was like the
Okay.
fluffer nutter cream, like the
Yeah.
marshmallow cream.
Nice.
Todd's got all that at his store, man. When you go
Yeah.
in there,
Oh yeah.
it's
The
I
same
go back in
the
that corner.
same
and get all that.
company makes a peanut butter cup that's pretty good. It's not. It's like a white chocolate peanut butter cup.
Oh,
Same company. Boyer, I think, is Boyer is the company.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Cups.
So
Cool.
Man, now my
So
fucking
we're-
mouth is watering. Thinking
yeah,
about it.
yeah, we're gonna start drooling like Pavlov's dogs. So I mean, so I take it that all four of us are all about Halloween, and I know
Yes.
people like Lisa Wayburn and a lot of them, they go down to the state park and they have like a, you know, the kid, when the kids were little, they used to go and trick or treat throughout the, you know, throughout the state park, and they used to whip it up around there and
Oh.
dress up as well. So
Man, that's a big
so
thing.
Halloween is a go for everybody. So what's the next topic there, Mikey?
The top 5 beers, your top 5 beers, and it says bring your hidden gems. This must have been a Fred topic.
Yeah, well, Robbie and I kind of talked about it. It's your top 5 and a hidden gem that.
Oh,
maybe-
and a hidden gem.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my hidden gem right off the bat.
Okay.
There is a beer in Wisconsin, only sold in Wisconsin, called New Glarus. Now, everybody loves their wheat, which is called Spotted Cow. But I love their Oktoberfest, or Marzen, which it's known,
Mhm.
and it's called Staghorn. And
Staghorn.
it's probably the best Oktoberfest I've ever had.
But you have to go to Wisconsin to get it.
You have to go to Wisconsin to get it.
Fuck that. We're not going
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Well, you could go to the Wisconsin-Michigan game if they ever play. And
Yeah, all right.
It's like going to Czechoslovakia.
I got my ass kicked in Czechoslovakia.
It's well good.
I got my ass kicked in Wisconsin.
Oh,
So
Okay.
I will tell you my hidden gem. It is it comes in a 4-pack and it's called Bitburger.
oh yeah.
And
Bit-
it's a good ale beer, and I mean, it's got a little bite, just a little bite to it, but man, is it Bill Nesbitt brought it over to watching the first preseason game with the Lions, and he wanted me to try. I'm like, yeah, I don't want it, and he gave it to me, and I'm like, damn, this shit's good. And
It's
so
a
now,
Pils.
yeah, Pilsner, sorry,
Pilsner,
yeah.
yeah.
Great. I mean, if you get a chance, any place that sells all different types of beers and stuff, see if they have it in there. If you don't, you can go to Keg and Cone right across from St. Clair,
Great
River
place.
Crab, right from the River Crab there, and ask if they have any Bitburger. It comes in a 4-pack. It's worth it. It's good, and it's not a
It's from Germany.
yeah. It's not
And
a
if-
12. It's not a 12 ounce. It's a 16 ounce.
Yeah, and if you can't get the Bitburger, there's another beer. It's just as good, called a German beer called Kronbacher.
Yes. Yep. It's good stuff.
Good
How
stuff.
about you, Timmy boy?
I don't venture too much out of the box on any type of beer, really. I always like.
Your hidden gem is Bud Light.
No, like the Mickey's those big mouths or whatever, or the
Mickey's malt liquor?
yeah, we used to have those.
That's a
at
hidden
one-
gem.
Mickey's Big Mouth?
Yeah, the
Malt
green.
liquor, really?
That's
Yeah,
not a
those-
gem.
Yeah.
Those are all
He's in
right.
like a little barrel, glass
That-
barrel. Yeah.
That's petrified cow turds.
Yeah, but it's good.
Yeah.
That or- that- I think
You
that-
take a sip and spill a little for the homies.
yeah, not too much though. I don't venture into that other stuff beers like you guys do. No way.
Well, it's because you're not around us enough to give it a try.
Remember, we were young. We used to drink. Well, I did Moosehead. We used to get Moosehead.
Oh yeah. Yep. How about you, Mikey?
I would say my favorite beer that most people don't know about is have you heard of Crankers Brewery? They're in Big Rapids, Michigan.
Frankers.
Yeah, it's a brewery. I used to go out to Grand Rapids to the craft beer festival they had in the
Nice.
wintertime.
Yeah.
And the best beer that I've ever had is it's called a coconut porter from Crankers Brewery. So porter is a dark beer, really dark, and this one was a coconut porter. So you get a hint of the coconut flavor. It's really good.
I'm on their website now. Look, I mean, that might have been a seasonal, obviously winter.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not showing it right now, but that sounds amazing. Coconut.
Yeah, it's called I'm looking it up right now. Fifth Voyage Coconut Porter. If you look for Crankers, just type in Crankers space
Yeah.
coconut porter.
Yeah.
It'll come up. It's called Fifth Voyage. They may not make it anymore. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's called a coconut porter. Now, Leinenkugels has a pretty good vanilla porter. It's called Snowdrift
Yeah, that's
vanilla
their
porter.
beer. I've had it.
That's really good too. So
Nice.
I like most of the Leinenkugel stuff.
Well, I've been
Right.
to the Leinenkugels brewery in
Yeah.
Chips Falls when I go through there. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So Timmy, what is your top 5 beers?
Ooh,
We give you plenty of notice to figure this
I
out.
like
He wrote them down in his notepad.
Coors Banquet. I like that one. You know, in the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, Yellow Bellies.
Yes,
Yellow-
yellow
oh, yeah.
bells.
Like,
Yeah.
Coors Light. Yep, that Coors
Yeah.
Light.
I hate Coors Light. Ugh.
Bud Light. Not a Budweiser fan. I'm Bud Light.
I like Bud, straight Bud. Yeah.
I say if I was in the store and I was gonna buy something like that, I would. We drank a lot of Altus in our days, though, Freddie boy. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that might have to be on the thing just because that's a dedication to old Charlie Altus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd say if it's,
You're
I'm gonna say maybe a High Life. Got it for Brock.
Oh,
got,
no, Champagne beer.
Oh yeah.
got it for Brock. That's for Brock. That's for our one of our 3 listeners, Brock.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about you, Mikey?
Well, everyone on this call should know my number 1 beer of all time is Michelob Light.
Michelob Light,
I love
heck yes.
Michelob
Oh,
Light.
God.
I don't think they make it anymore, ironically.
I
So
thought you said you found a place that still had it.
no,
Yeah.
no. The well
Jackie
is
don't
dry.
carry it?
No
Jackie
more.
don't have it?
No. The well is dry. No more Michelob Light. So
I'm gonna go to the Red Barn beer store right down the street from where I work, and I'm gonna because they got every possible beer that you can think of.
okay. Well, maybe I think they stopped making it. Honestly, I don't know.
Huh?
But
Look,
Well, you can
Or
still
dog
get
it.
it at ABC down here. I think they still make it, and it might be just regional.
okay. Yeah. So Michelob Light would be my favorite all time. I like Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. I really like that beer. That's a good beer. What else? I don't like any of the High Life or any of that shit.
Mm.
I do like the regular Sam Adams. That's pretty good. The Boston
Yep.
Lager.
Yep.
Let's see. Bud Light, of course. I wouldn't turn on a Bud Light. I like Bud Light as
Right.
well. So number 5. I like the shandies. I like the Leinenkugel's shandies. My favorite one is the watermelon shandy. I know a lot of people don't like fruity beers, but I don't give a shit. I like fruity beers.
Right.
I like the watermelon shandy. That's pretty damn good beer, especially in the
Well,
summer.
again, as I mentioned, my dark horse, like my hidden gem is the Bitburger, but number 5 is Busch Light for me.
Busch Latte.
Busch Latte. Number 4 is Chuggernaut Light. It's from Warwater. It's a great beer.
It is.
A new one that came into light, and this was just recently. Labatt's Blue Light in a bottle is actually pretty.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I was
pretty
drinking at the
at the
the
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah.
I was slamming those bad boys down.
Yeah, we both were.
Buy that.
Number 2 is Oktoberfest, and that could be Bell's, that could be Atwater, that could be Sam Adams. I mean, I love Oktoberfest. And then, of course, everybody should know what my number 1 favorite beer is. Dirty Blonde.
Used to be Bud Light though.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it was dirty 30s for him. He would go right straight to the dirty 30.
Well, that's why Busch Latte's at 5. Trust me, it was very hard for me. It was very hard for me.
Everybody forgot to mention free beer.
Yeah, free
Yes.
beer.
Yeah.
I also like Pabst. I need
Oh,
to
yeah,
throw
like
Pabst
yeah,
in my
yeah.
top 5.
Yeah,
So,
I would.
like
I will
Pabst.
also say
Blue
that
Ribbon.
Pabst, Altus, and Miller Genuine Draft all could have been on that list, but those 5 that I have are pretty much legit for me.
So I say my 4 left because I do like that Oktoberfest. I'll put it at 5. Number 4, All Day IPA by Founders, which
Yep.
is great beer if you've never had it. It's not as IPA as most like deep IPA. So 3, I will go Dirty Blonde. I love a good Dirty
3.
Blonde.
I wouldn't expect that to be 3 for you.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be 2.
Well,
least.
I listen. Maybe I go 2 with Dirty Blonde because I really do like Dirty Blonde, but I don't get to drink it anymore.
Yeah.
The number 2 for me is a seasonal beer. It comes out of a brewery in the East Coast, and I think it's maybe out of Delaware, and it's a chocolate porter, and it's a peanut butter porter called
Ooh.
Sweet Baby Jesus.
Nice. That sounds
It-
delicious.
Oh man,
It's probably
and
what you say after you take a sip. Oh, sweet.
that's
baby
why they
Jesus.
named it that. And when they release it, it's like sold out within a month. Like they only release so much, and then in a month, so you have to scurry to go get it when it comes out. I'm going to tell you here it is, Sweet Baby Jesus beer. I'm going to tell you. Oh yeah, Dew Claw Brewery out of Maryland.
Dew Claw. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great beer. And then
What's the number 1 beer for Rob?
I think my number 1 beer, and I discovered it in the UP, and it's called Flannel. It's an Oktoberfest by Escanabra Brewery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that flannel one that you brought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of surprised that nobody mentioned Oberon.
I like Oberon.
I like Oberon too. Yeah. That's a good call, Mike. Definitely.
With the orange slice or not?
Either way is good
Yeah,
with me.
I like it with the orange slice in there.
So all you people that listen, all 4 of you, feel free to put your favorite
We
top
know what
5.
Brock's is going to be. We already know
Yeah,
Brock's.
yeah.
That's the highlight.
That's number 1 for him.
I mean, when I think of High Life, I think of Brock. When I think of Brock, I think of High Life. It's
Right.
it's like his identity.
Right.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that. He'll get a chuckle out of that. But that's
Yes. Yeah.
that's
A
the
lot
word
of happy-
association that I have is Brock is High Life. So
Marietta College, natural light in the bottle. Natty lights, we call them.
Natty
Natty
Light. I used to
Light,
drink Natty
yikes.
Light back
Yeah.
in the day.
They had to be
So-
cold.
Yep.
$7 a case. $7 a case when I was
remember the commercial. It's the beer with the taste for food.
That's right.
That's,
Or Keystone.
that's how they
It's like
market it. You could drink it when you're eating,
Yeah.
no. Nope.
Didn't Brock dabble with Keystone too? Didn't Brock like
Oh,
Keystone?
God,
Keystone
my
Light.
my dad did him. Old Milwaukee's Best. I mean, he did everything. Anything that was cheap.
Best, yeah.
Let's just put it this way: if Natty Light has to be cold, then Altus must be frozen.
Yeah.
I still got a couple cans of beer in my refrigerator in the barn for Dave Coverdale. Swear to God, Old Milwaukee's light ice.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Flannel. That was the Eastern Market Brewery that I brought those.
Yeah.
cans of
Oh,
Flannel.
okay.
It's called Deer Camp.
Deer
Deer
can.
can.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's called. Yeah, it's from Upper Hand. Upper Hand merged
Upper
with
Hand.
Escanaba Brewery,
Yeah.
and it's Deer Camp.
Upper
Yeah.
Hand, are they out of Marquette or
Uh,
I think they might be. But
where are they out of?
anyway.
We see it up there.
Remember the whole dry beer phase and the ice beer? Remember they had the Michelob
yeah.
Dry and they had the
Yeah.
Molson Ice and everyone had an ice
Molson
beer
Ice,
and all.
God damn. Dude, I drank 18 Molson Ice one night, and I had a
Was it at Gars? Was it at Gars?
No, I had a hangover for 2 weeks, man. Oh, Jesus.
Escanaba, they're out of Escanaba. Mike.
Okay, that's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Escanaba by the moonlight.
Yeah, that's a great
Ah.
movie.
It's
Yep.
not at all. It's so
No.
stupid.
I love it though.
You do?
The
I
Jeff
do.
Daniels movie.
I love Jeff Daniels.
I love
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels, but the
Yeah,
movie
so-
is dumb.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dad in that movie so funny, man.
Jeez.
Uh,
I'm starting to question his taste in movies. If he
What?
thinks,
You don't like my
Escanaba.
movies? Come on, you know I like Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
The
Notebook.
pirate movie and Ishtar.
Ishtar.
Yeah.
All right, what's our next one? We got another
Yep.
topic. You
I
guys are
think the
starting to bore me.
last topic of the night.
Last
Oh,
topic.
What is that? What is it?
Best dive bars in the thumb.
Oh, listen.
Listen,
So Fred and I
listen,
pulled
listen,
this up.
Linda, listen.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Have you
Yeah.
seen that, Mike?
Yeah.
It's
That
fucking
is
hilarious.
so funny.
Stay on ADD. Stay on
Squirrel.
stay on yeah. Stay on. Come on. Stay
Yeah,
on,
but it's
on
a
task.
great, that's a
I
great.
know,
Okay,
stay on
all right,
task.
All right,
Stay on
so
task.
here's the thing. So
You like that, Tim?
we pulled this up earlier. I have a list from Google of the top 30 or 40 dive bars in St. Clair County.
Really?
Yep, I'm going to read them to you, and
Okay.
then you guys mentally listen, write down, or however you want to do it, and you pick your top. How many, Fred? 3?
Top 3. And if you've been there, just say been there or
Well, I'm
Nope.
sure we've all been.
yeah,
Most
well,
Not-
well,
we'll
you
see.
have.
Yeah,
I
well,
have.
we'll see.
All right.
you and Fred have probably.
Yeah. First one, Prohibition out of St. Clair, Michigan.
Nope.
Prohibition. That's out of St.
Yeah.
Clair. I never even heard of it.
Yeah, I
me-
think you know where that black and blue barbecue place was over by the
Yeah.
yeah,
By
I think-
Neiman's?
yeah, by Neiman's. I think it went in there.
Never heard of
yeah,
it.
no, me
Roche
either.
Bar. Ever hear of it?
The
Oh,
Roach
yeah.
Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Port Huron?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hilger's Bar.
Hilligers. Yep.
Never heard of it.
Yep.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Right,
Oh,
right
come
the
on.
overpass. 94 passes.
Yeah.
right by.
Right on Lapeer.
Been there forever since we were kids. I mean,
Yes.
it's been there a long time.
All right.
Good spot to get a
City Limits Tavern.
Yep.
That's the motorcycle bar, like by the Connor Street, right?
Yeah.
Never-
The
Uh-oh, Fred froze.
Fred froze. You'll like the next one, Mike. You and I and the big boy had a good night there one night.
It must be the winner's circle.
No.
Oh.
What's the other one?
The one by the in Port Huron, that
Yeah.
back street. What
Yeah.
was the name of it? I don't remember.
Skidgies.
It's a great place.
Skidgies. The Skidgies.
You can't swear.
That
in
is
them.
a good dive bar.
Yeah.
Hey, you
All right.
can't swear in Skidgies either, right? You
Oh,
can't-
if you swear, they'll ask you to leave. Yep.
Yeah.
Active Lounge. You guys all know the Active Lounge.
I used to work there. I was a bouncer there.
You did?
Yeah, many years ago, the Active Lounge. I knew the owners, and I worked there as a bouncer for
Fred
many
gone.
years.
Freddie's
Oh,
gone.
shit.
Freddie's gone.
Dude, I'd come home smelling like cigarettes like you'd not believe that place. man.
Listen, I met the owner who's the son of the parents.
Yeah.
and in the Moose in Port Huron, he hangs out there. I used to talk
What-
to him. all the
What's
time.
his name? Phil, the owner.
Phil.
Phil.
Yeah.
Bald
Phil
head.
Phil McCracken.
Yeah. Phil McCracken.
You think is he still Rob?
What?
You think that guy's still alive? Phil, that owner.
Yeah. I mean, I ran into him like a year and a half.
Great guy. Great guy.
Captain Skirp's office. I'm assuming that's the office. in Port
Okay.
Huron.
All right.
Yeah.
The office. Yeah.
I like this one, LaCroix's Riverside Pub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
St. Clair. Yeah.
the twins. I went to school with both of them. You know that. Fred knows them too, Sheila and Shelley.
Yeah, we went to school with them in East China.
Yes.
look at
Um,
look at his expression.
yeah. Okay, and then that's the list.
That's
No,
the
Okay,
list.
good night.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We're-
I know
we
you
just-
are.
We just got done with Riverside.
LaCroix
yeah.
Riverside.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
So the next one, Mike, you already said it, and it's one of our favorites. Good Burgers.
Winner Circle.
Winter Circle, baby.
Good joint. Good joint.
Bell River Lounge. Bell
Yeah.
River.
Yeah, that
Oh,
that
I've
is
never
a dive.
set foot
That is a dive bar. That's right on. That's
Right
right
on
on
Gratiot.
Gratiot.
Never
Mike's
heard
before
of
you get to
going for
32.
their Tom and Jerry's at Christmas time.
it. That would be
Brass rail.
the brass rail.
There you
That's
go. That's our next one. This one I didn't even know came into the county, but it's known throughout like Macomb County. Hamlin Pub is now in St. Clair.
Yes, that took over Gallagher's, and well, it was the girls owned it too. That was a
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one I know Fred has spent many nights
Many nights.
trying to
Rochelle.
forget,
Rochelle.
many things. The Outpost in Port Huron.
Yeah.
And then right across the street, basically, the next one, Fred, you know that?
Tailgaters.
Yeah, Tailgaters.
Never been there.
CJ's Bar and Pub.
Yep.
Oh,
Out on Griswold, the corner of Griswold in Michigan.
See, Fred lives in Marysville, so he goes all this shit. I don't drive that far.
I mean,
to go to
I don't.
fucking
It's not
bar.
like I frequent out.
Listen,
out there.
our first Marine City dive bar.
Gorge.
You know what it is, so you can't guess. Any guesses?
Peanut
Freeze.
Pub or Gourds?
First Marine City dive bar.
Lamar
First
Wood?
on the list. First on the list. Yeah. We
Oh,
haven't-
Rock Roadhouse.
Probably Gars, I'm guessing.
Right.
Okay.
Gordon.
all right. It's also the bar. It's probably closest to your house.
To my house?
To your house, yeah.
The
Well,
Peanut
that
Pub.
would be Newport Pub then.
Bingo. Newport Pub.
Timmy said it
Um,
first.
East China Township Bar. Long
Never.
time standing.
Ron's Roadhouse.
Yeah, Ron's Roadhouse.
Yeah, the
Boy, that
Roadhouse.
place looks bad outside, man.
Oh.
Now this is the one I want to
Ain't
go
it-
to after
it-
Fred told me about it because he said it's really just a guy who put a bar in his driveway and serves people basically illegally. And I want to go.
Where's that?
Outlaw Pete's in the good city of Goodles or township of Goodles.
Is he still open?
Oh yeah.
Love to go. We should do it.
We should do that.
All right. When
Um,
you're in town next.
This one I've heard of. I think it's got the best name of any bar I've ever heard. It's in Smiths Creek. Anyone?
Pink Elephant.
You know these. Well, stop.
No, I mean I didn't know. I mean, there's a
What-
million of them.
Relevant. Yep.
That you like that name?
I like it because, like, everybody gets
Really cool. I've
pumped,
only-
they see pink elephants.
It's really cool.
No, to
It's-
me, the
Bye-bye.
best bar name is The Office because I'm still at
You
the
know, I'm
office.
at the office. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
This one I don't know. if
Also
I
known as
agree
the
with.
Orifice.
The Lynch's Irish Tavern.
yeah,
I
that's
disagree. Yeah, I don't disagree.
it's not really a dive bar though.
Never been there.
No.
This one's in Fort Gratiot. I've heard they got some of the best food. Bogies Bar and Grill.
Oh, he's-
Never heard of it.
It's
No?
it's the bar at a golf course.
Yeah.
So I'm
Food's supposed to be
the
great.
food's awesome. I mean, they have great primers.
What's
Yeah.
the definition of dive bar? Because these don't
Yeah.
sound like dive bars to me.
No.
Well, I think some of them are a stretch because of the small salmon.
I will-
guys.
Yeah, and I will tell you that most of them that he's mentioned, except for a couple, they're pretty close to being a dive
Don't ma-
bar.
Here on
Zep's Lighthouse Tavern. Anyone?
I've been there many times. Great place. You need to go.
I don't like that place.
You
don't
know?
like it?
No. I've went there one time and the service was
long?
horrible.
long?
Absolutely horrible.
How long? ago did you
Probably
go?
2 years ago.
Yeah, new owners. Nice
Isn't
place.
that like a definition of a dive bar, like bad service?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, no,
No.
no.
Okay.
No,
The new-
dive bars usually
Mike
have the
Crack-
best service.
Yeah, try it, Mike. You'll like it because it's new owners. They're great people.
Tim, what dive bar in St. Clair County would be known on Sundays for their fried chicken?
Fried chicken,
Oh shit.
Adair.
Palms Crystal Bar.
Well,
Chris-
both of them are, yes, but there's another one too. It's in Marysville.
The Linwood.
The Linwood.
Yeah.
Mm, okay.
Never heard of this one, the Burville Hotel Bar and Grill.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Oh,
Yeah.
Cumberland
Yeah.
Township.
yeah.
Look at Timmy. Oh yeah, I've been there one time.
Jeez,
I went- I-
Tim's a bigger drunk than anybody, it sounds
Yeah.
like.
We had a softball tournament out there one time, and then the girls were playing out there, and then I think I came in the one side door and went out the front door with a load of people.
That's what
Oh.
she said.
Next bar is a Marine City establishment, kind of a long time establishment. And
Gord's?
take a guess.
Gars?
Gord's. Yep, you got Gord's. I've heard Fred talk about this so many times in New Baltimore. He wants to start our pub crawl in this spot.
The pump station?
Town Pump.
Town Pump.
Mike, this is one of our favorites, especially for perch.
Oh, off the hook.
Off the hook.
Yeah.
Good joint.
Stevie, no, can't do that one. That's in Point Edward.
Yeah.
George's Cottage Bar and Grill,
Never heard of it.
Lexington. Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
No.
Chicky's Paradise Saloon,
Hmm?
Almont.
Yeah, well, that's a little far out. We're talking that's out by Emily City, man.
Yeah.
Water Tower Sports Pub.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's in
in
Lexington
Lexington.
Township.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yep, good pizza.
Green Street Tavern, New
Oh,
Baltimore.
yeah. New Baltimore. right by-
On Green Street, ironically.
Ironically,
Yale Tavern,
yes.
Never been there.
Miller's Place,
Oh.
and K-Pack. This one,
That's what-
Fred and I couldn't figure out. It's on the list as a dive bar, Mike. The St. Clair Inn.
Really?
Well, don't they have a place called the Dive Bar?
Oh,
now?
that's right.
oh,
There is. That's why it is. They got that little
Uh,
bar. It's called the Dive Bar.
Yeah.
Good Time Charlie's.
That's in Port Huron or Fort Gratiot.
That's in, what is it, Fred? Mussy?
Mussy.
Oh,
Must-
I'm thinking of Cheap Charlie's.
Yeah,
not-
you think of Cheap Charlie's, yeah.
JJ Knapp's Tavern in Richmond.
Richmond, that's a good spot. Yep. A lot of corn-fed, brain-dead ones in there.
Wait, Richmond's not in St. Clair County,
No,
in
it's not,
Macomb
but-
County.
I wonder why I pulled up because I did put in St. Clair County.
Maybe it's
And-
on the border.
The filling station in New Baltimore.
That's
Yep.
on Gratiot.
Mm.
Cook Hotel Bar.
Oh, yeah. You guys ever been to the Cook
No.
in Richmond, downtown Richmond by the Granary? Oh, you got to
Yeah.
go. Coldest beer in town.
You know what? And then the
Dance, everybody. All hung out there for years, man. Unbelievable.
Cook Hotel Bar,
Right downtown Richmond.
Rudy's Kit Kat Club,
Oh, I
Nope.
know where that's at. That's off of
Macomb.
yeah, that's off
Yeah.
of fuck, what's the road?
Hayes or Garfield?
Mm-mm. What does it say? Does it say, Rob?
I can pull it up.
I've been there. I don't remember the name of the road. It's out
Yeah.
by where my buddy
Romeo
Matt.
Plank. It's right
Yeah,
on
Romeo
Romeo.
Plank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out by where my buddy Matt lives. The Kit Kat Club.
Yeah.
Cozy Corner Saloon.
Oh.
Bowl-O-Drome in Port Huron.
Yeah, it doesn't
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 exist
exist.
anymore.
Yeah.
Big
No.
Star.
So yeah, so everything that Rob has mentioned, what bars weren't mentioned? One Eight Air Bar wasn't mentioned. Anita's isn't mentioned.
Anita.
Gars
Gars.
is not mentioned. The little bar is not mentioned.
Well, the
uh,
next three.
Raft. What about the raft?
Yeah, the next four are this: Pepper Joe's, Blue Water Sports Bar, Hilltop Bar, and Gars Lounge.
Oh, Gars.
But you
Okay.
had to get to the 35th spot to get to Gars.
I see.
And there's no salt docks. There's
So Tally Ho.
no tally ho. Of course, while I was trying to get back on the show, I'm sure that he mentioned Snoopy's, and
No,
Snoopy's wasn't on the list.
Wasn't on
Yeah.
the list.
What a great place.
Yeah, it was. You told me when we talked about it in the car. You said it was on there.
He didn't read it.
Yeah, I didn't. It
Yeah.
didn't come up. when
I
pulled
did
it
go
up.
to Snoopy's for the first time in my entire life.
Awesome.
A
Awesome
couple
job.
weeks. Yeah,
First time?
First
Was it a
time.
couple
Yeah.
weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while since I've been in there, but it is.
Yes.
amazing.
September 30th.
It
So
looks
out
the
of those,
same.
out of those bars, Mike, what you give us your top three? What do you got?
Gars is my favorite, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd consider that a dive bar, but Gars is my favorite. Um, I like the Brass Rail. That's a cool place.
It
I
is.
like that
Lot of
bar.
history. Lot of history.
And
Yes.
not for drinking, but if we're talking about food, Off the Hook is my favorite place. I love
Yeah.
the perch at Off the Hook.
Yeah, that's a good. That is good.
it's
Right.
awesome.
Mike, Tim, how about you, bud?
Well, I love Gars, obviously. But there one wasn't on there, and I don't think you guys have ever been there. It's called Johnny Ligas. It's over in
Oh,
Pearl
I've
Beach.
been there.
No, I've been there.
Yeah.
Great place, man. That's a great
Mhm.
place. Johnny Ligas is a real good joint.
Mhm.
And I like Zeph's Lighthouse Bar. It's a
Really?
blast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good burgers, good people.
All right, big boy. What do you got?
I th-
Three.
I would say
You got to narrow down to three.
no,
Fred.
number 3 is the
Yeah,
town
don't
pump.
tell 7.
Yeah,
Jeez.
town pump.
Okay.
Second would be, as far as dive bars are concerned, I would say Gars is 2. No, I take that back. Gars is 1. Number two is that's a tough one, but I would have to say I would have to say the Roach.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a shithole. And but they play some good music in there, and it's a little tight in there, but everybody seems to get along. It's but I mean you could come up with a million different bars too. I mean, Snoopy's was pretty cool, but I've only been there once. But I don't, as Mike said, I don't think Gars is considered I don't consider it a dive bar, but it hasn't changed since since we were in high school. I mean, I think they've kind of opened up a couple things and tried to change some stuff, because I think the ceiling was falling in or whatever. But other than that, they still got the same picnic tables and everything side, and but they fixed the bathrooms, thank God, just because
Here's what I got, Mike. Number 3. And it's not just because the bar itself, it's just a little out of skirts of town. It's nestled away.
Oh shit, I've written
The Winter Circle. I like the Winter Circle.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty cool.
I'm gonna put that, and they have a great burger. If you've never been to the Winter Circle,
You gotta go.
recently it's cleaned up, it's nice in there. They got pool tables, they do a good burger. So I'm gonna put Winter Circle in there.
Mhm.
Number 2, and it's just because the 3 of us, sorry, Tim, you weren't with us that night, but the 3 of us had a great night there. Again, I think a dive bar being nestled somewhere out away from something in the middle of a community, where nobody knows of it, nobody has ever heard of it. When you walk in, you just feel like it's real close, and that's Sketchy. And I've only been there
Sketchy's.
once.
Yeah,
Right.
that was actually I should have gone. That's what I was going to go with number 2, but I lost my train of thought. Skidgy's is
It's
number
cool
2 for me, not the
It's cool.
Roach.
And like any other Marine City guy on this panel, I think we all know what my number 1 is. And I agree. Fred said it earlier, and you said it just a moment ago, Mike. I don't consider it a dive bar, but it's a community neighborhood bar where people have gathered for how many generations now. So Gars
Yeah.
is
Well, but not to mention the fact that now Gord's is renovated, Anita's is a brand new building, the Newport pub is cleaned up, and Gars hasn't changed.
No.
So I mean, so it does make it the official dive bar
the
of
floor
Marine
is
City.
still lopsided. The bar is a little
Yeah.
lopsided.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
But you got good people in there, and everybody goes there. So
And you have to have your patience when you go, because that's the way it goes. And you just
Yeah.
relax, you have your beer and your popcorn, and your food will show up and you're good.
Well, and they
That's
give
right.
you a Boomba.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love
and some popcorn. So
Yeah.
boys,
You know,
good time. Good time. Good.
I can honestly say never had a Boomba at Gord's or Gars. Never.
Fred's
are you,
got
on
Never had a
crack?
Boomba?
I've never drank out of a Boomba glass.
You haven't?
Nope.
Are
Why?
you joking?
No, I'm not. I'm not lying to you guys. I've
What is
never.
wrong
Why?
with you?
You don't
Well,
like draft beer? You like bottled better?
Correct.
Uh,
But you know what I'll do for you guys the next time we're all together?
buy us a
Boomba?
Booma.
I'm gonna drink one, and I'll buy you. I'll buy you guys
There you
this
go.
a Boomba. All right.
so boys, great topics tonight. Great topics. So
Is that because you
Eh,
came up with them, Fred?
no, great conversation about them. I mean, things that developed right out. Oh, fuck you guys, right there. Hey, you got, for all you people out there, remember we're on YouTube. You can actually go on there and subscribe. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we are on Twitter, and we are on Instagram. And if you like us, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, hey, whatever, feel free to comment. We will have the show online here pretty quick. And like I said, it's a pretty cool thing that we got back at it, boys. And we will be back on next week. I think we can shoot for Wednesday, because Thursday is going to be a busy day for me. So if everybody's cool for Wednesday, let's do Wednesday. And we can go from there. And go Lions, go blue. And
Don't
yeah,
forget about
Mike
Shred-
and I are
Irish.
gonna yeah
Go Irish.
yeah USC is gonna mop them
Go
up.
Bucks, go Irish, go
No, not Bucks. Fuck
go
the
Lightning, go Lightning this
No.
weekend, Saturday night in the Heezy, playing the
Yeah.
Red Wings.
Bucks. Oh boy.
Listen, it's going to be bittersweet for someone like Fred, because Tyler Mott is on the Tampa Bay Lightning.
That's right. I'm a fan now.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right.
Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.